Hi guys, it's TK here, and today I thought I would get my act together and tidy up my craft room. And because I love those before and after shots where you see a big dramatic change, I decided that I would give you a look at what my craft room looks like at the moment. Now just ignore the cracks. The house we're in is pretty old. It's over 70 years old. I know that because we had this man come to visit us who grew up in this house and wanted to come back and revisit and have a look through, and told us about his family and how they lived here 70 years ago and so on. And I think the house is even older than that. So ignore the cracks. I just think of them as adding character. Okay, so here we start at the door. And it's not a very big room, but it sure holds a lot. That's the window through to my son's playroom. I got that. It's a shoe holder. My daughter was throwing it away, and so I claimed it to keep my wool in. There's another pin board. Now this is just going around at sort of eye level at the moment, and then that doesn't look too bad from this angle. And this is behind that fabric is shelving where I keep more fabrics, and I also have fabric in those drawers. Can you see them? Oh, the coloured drawers there are also fabric. Okay, so we're back to the door again, and now I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit and sort of show you this is pretty bad, but I haven't been working in here for a while simply because I can't. It's just too cluttered and uninspiring, and I feel all claustrophobic when I come in here. Look at that. Look at all the clutter. Look at all the rubbish on the floor. Don't look at all the rubbish on the floor. This is a workbench. That's a workbench. Look at that. There's nowhere to work. That's the other workbench. Sewing machine. Ugh. This is so bad. But it could be worse. Like, there's still gaps. There's still clear floor space that could have been filled in with some more crafting stuff. And 2 chairs in the middle of the room just because it was the quickest place to put them. This is the video I upload YouTube videos on because my laptop just takes forever to do it. Okay, so this is it. This is how bad it looks. I'm just backed up against the door to try and give a broad perspective of the room, and when I've tidied it up I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back again. It's a few hours later and I've finished doing the craft room. So I'll give you a look. I'll start from the top level again. While I was cleaning out some shelves, I found a few bits and pieces that I'd forgotten all about, and I took them out, and other things I moved into my son's playroom because not much happens in there, so it doesn't matter if it gets used as a storeroom. Okay. I should probably have started with the room perspective so you could get the full moment of how good it looks, or how neat it looks. Oh wait, I'll just go around. Right, so that's that looks pretty much the same as it did before. That's the lounge room. Okay, so and now to where everything is. Oh, look at that. Look, space. And there's this quilt. I've been making this quilt for probably about 2 years now. I was all gung-ho when I started it. It was going to be a present for somebody who was having a baby, and then I just it sort of, you know, just got really behind. I hand quilt because I really love the texture of hand quilting, and I love the relaxation of it. I really work hard to get to. I love it all except the basting. The basting's horrible, and when I baste, I lay it out on the floor and I sew it together, because I tried using pins once, and the trouble with pins is that sometimes it rips through the fabric, so I don't use pins anymore. I do the basting bit. But other than that, I enjoy the whole process of quilting, and my favourite bit is when you get to the end and you sit there and quilt the designs on. That's my zen. This is my floating cupboard, my floating table. I can just move that wherever I want it to go. There's my funky rubbish bin. Funky bin, it's a box. I found this little cupboard in my son's playroom, so I dragged that out and used it to store things in there so they didn't have to take up workbench. There's my mannequin hidden behind all those bags. I got her from a garage sale for about $5. She's a bit ratty, but you know, $5, I'd always wanted one, and she served a purpose. Now I've just got some boxes with craft stuff down the bottom there. That's my scrapbooking box. I don't really scrapbook all that much, but I do make, when it's present time, like I'll make name tags and things like that, and so that comes in really handy. This box, whoops, this box here is my wool box. It's full of yarn, and I cover it with a blanket because when the cat comes in he likes to sleep on it, and I don't want cat fur all through my yarn. And I just love baskets. Love baskets. I've got a whole heap of baskets, and I've moved those into my son's room because there's just no room in here for them unless I hang them up on the wall. Okay, this is just knitting needles. That doll in the back corner my girlfriend made for me. She's a wonderful crafter. She makes so many beautiful things. She made me this. I might have showed you in another video, I can't remember. That was her first attempt at ribbon embroidery. Isn't it gorgeous? And that's the inside. You're probably not seeing much with the shadow there. So I love that. I found that white thing at a market, or it was maybe an op shop, but I think it was about $5. I love that. And my son made that when he was in kindergarten. Okay. This is just a junk corner down here. It's just got all my bits and pieces of just everything. And there's a light box that my girlfriend's husband made for me, which has come in handy so many times. It's absolutely brilliant. When I drag it out, I'll do another film and show you what it looks like properly. Right, so there's that shelving there with all sorts of stuff on it. And I've got drawers here. And these are just, I've got cottons in there. So 2 egg cartons with embroidery cottons in them. Oh, there's the blanket I made for my girlfriend's grandson who's going to be born in the next few months. I won this fabric doing a homespun competition, so I won that. And I also won this fabric in another homespun, and this is also part of it. It's probably too dark and you can't see, but that was another homespun competition, so I won that. Here's the bench cleaned off, and the American Girl doll, and in here I've got clothes that I've made for her. go through it properly one day. And in this box, look, I'm messing up all my nice clean room again, but in this one is fabric for more outfits for her. And I just got nylon, cotton and nylon blends because, you know, it's sort of for my granddaughters, so when they get out there and want to wash it, you know, it doesn't crinkle up so much, and it's just far more easy care for dolls and kids. This is a quilt that I made for my granddaughter. Well, not a quilt that I've made for her, but it's in the process of being made. I might have shown this on another video, I can't remember. But they're sunbonnet Sues. Alright, so I just have to cut those out. And this is the main fabric. I really love this, it's really antique-y looking. So that's going to be the main fabric. And then this is just going to be accent fabric. Okay, this is another project that I started when I was taking my mother-in-law down for radiation treatment. I thought I'd take a handheld project with me. In the end I ended up just taking my knitting and doing that, but I just prepared all these quilt blocks from a book called The Civil War Quilt. No, maybe it wasn't that, can't remember anyway. So, you know, that's just been in limbo. I haven't done much on that at all. Sewing machine desk. That little blue hanger I got from a market. Oh, I'll show you the doll I made. I made this doll years ago, and she's just been hanging up there looking funky and gathering dust. So yeah, that's my, I love this. I'm pretty sure I have shown this, I can't remember, but I have a memory of pulling out the drawers and showing what was in them, which isn't anything. The little pin cushion, my girlfriend made me that for my birthday. I love it. Now we're back, there's my wool basket, and that's to make doll clothes because that's an acrylic blend too, and it's just much more easy care for kids to work with. Now I'll just stand back and I'll show you the full effect of what the room looks like. Okay, so here it is in all its glory. I can't say how long it will last like this. It doesn't ever seem to be very long before it gets all cluttered up again. And I'll just show you this basket down here on the floor. I got this from an op shop, and it was just an empty picnic basket. So I brought it home and lined it with this fabric, and I made little pockets for it, and around here is lined with pockets, and here we've got a little pocket, and at the moment it's just stored with quilting fabric. My girlfriends and I decided that we'd all pick I think 9 quilt block patterns, and then we'd each decide our own colours and make a quilt of all the same patterns and just see how they turned out. And my progress has been really slow, as it normally is when I start these group project things. Interest wanes and I get distracted pretty quickly. So at the moment it's being stored in there. So I think that basket's pretty funky. I've got a thing for baskets. Did I already say that? Okay, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.